Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So continuing with the Koran Interpreted by A.J. Arberry. He calls it the Night Journey, and some people would call it the Children of Israel. Both are actual translations of titles. 107 through 109, after that there'll be a prostration, saying something the equivalent of Sajada wajhiya alladhi khalaqahu wa sawwarahu wa shaqqa sammahu wa basarahu tabarakallahu ahsanul khaliqin. So, prostrating and facing towards who created it and fashioned it, and why doesn't he translate this? I don't quite remember. Heard it and saw it to bless you. Oh, blessed are you, God, the best of creators. And so, anyways, so when I prostrate on the 7 points, then I'll be going to that. In the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate, glory be to him who carried his servant by night from the holy mosque to the further mosque, the precincts of which we have blessed, that we might show him some of our signs. He is the all-hearing, the all-seeing. Al-Sami al-Basir. So we have that in the prostration. There's other options of what you can do, but anyways. And we gave Moses the book, and made it a guidance to the children of Israel. Take not unto yourselves any guardian apart from me, the seed of those who we bore with Noah. He was a thankful servant, and we decreed for the children of Israel in the book, you shall do corruption in the earth twice, and you shall ascend exceedingly high. So when the promise of the first of these came to pass, we sent against you servants of ours, men of great might. Then, and they went through the habitations, and it was a promise performed. Then we gave back to you the turn to prevail over them, and we succored you with wealth and children, and we made you a greater host. If you do good, it is your own souls you do good to, and if you do evil, it is to them likewise. Then when the promise of the second is come to pass, we sent against you our servants to discontents you, to discountenance you, and to enter the temple as they entered it the first time, and destroy it utterly, that which they ascend to. Perchance your Lord will have mercy upon you, but if you return, you shall return, and we have made the Gehenna, hell, a prison for the unbelievers. And just as it happened to the Israelites twice, and then they came back, and then the second temple period, and then there was a second temple period, and then they were conquered again. But this time it wasn't by people influenced by the prophetic-based religions from Persia. It was, the Romans and the Greeks and all that. And then came what happened to the to the Jews, the Maccabees, and then the Bar Kokhba revolt, all cast aside, so they came to power 2 particular times. And now we have the secular Zionism has rose up, and in 1948, that movement has came to power. So what has been the past may repeat itself as such. Surely this Quran guides to the way that is the straightest, and gives good tidings to the believers who do deeds of righteousness, that there shall be a great wage, and that those who do not believe in the world to come, we have prepared for them a painful chastisement. Man prays for evil as he prays for good. Man is ever hasty. We have appointed the night and the day as 2 signs. Then we have blotted out the sign of the night, and made the sign of the day to see, that you may seek bounty from your Lord, and that you may know the number of the years and the reckoning, and everything we have distinguished very distinctly, and every man we have fastened to him his bird of omen upon his neck, and we shall bring forth for him on the day of resurrection a book he shall find spread wide open. So God has established the fate before it happened, but we still have our choices become habits, become character, become destiny. We still have our choices and our progression, but our fate, God knows it and has made note of it. We shall bring forth from him on the day of resurrection a book he shall find spread wide open. Your book of deeds. Read thy book, thy soul suffices thee. This day is a reckoner against thee. Whoever is guided is only guided to his own gain, and whosoever goes astray is only to his own loss. No soul laden bears the soul of another. We never chastise until we send forth a messenger. And when we desire to destroy a city, we command its men, who live at ease, and they commit ungodliness therein, and the word is realized against it, and we destroy it utterly. How many generations we have destroyed after Noah! Thy Lord suffices as one who is aware of and sees the sins of his servants. Whosoever desires this hasty world, we desire for him therein what we will. Unto whomsoever we desire, then we appoint for him Gehenna, wherein he shall roast, condemned and rejected. And whoso desires the world to come, and strives after it as he should, being a believer, those their striving shall be thanked. Each we succor, this and those, from thy Lord's gift, and thy Lord's gift is not confined. Behold how we prefer some of them over others, and surely the world to come is greater in ranks, greater in preferment. Set up not with God another God, or that thou wilt sit condemned and forsaken. La ilaha illallah means there's no other God, but there's, in translation, that may be thought that we're saying, worship God, but not the other gods. No, we don't believe there are other gods. Thy Lord has decreed, you shall not serve any but him, and to be good to parents, whether one or both of them attains old age with thee. Say not to them fie, neither chide them, but speak to them words respectful, and lower to them the wing of humbleness, out of mercy, and say, My Lord, have mercy upon them, as they raised me up when I was little. Your Lord knows very well what is in your hearts, if you are righteous, for he is all forgiving to those who are penitent, and give the kinsman his right, and the needy and the traveler, and never squanderer. The squanderers are the brothers of Satan, and Satan is unthankful to his Lord. But if thou turnest from them, seeking mercy from thy Lord, that thou hopest for, then speak unto them gentle words, and keep not thy hand chained to thy neck, nor outspread it widespread altogether. Or wilt thou sit reproached and denuded? Surely thy Lord outspreads and straightens his provision unto whom he will. Surely he is aware of and sees his servants. And slay not your children for fear of poverty. We will provide for you and them. Surely the slaying of them is a grievous sin, and approach not fornication. All extramarital sex acts. Surely it is an indecency, and an evil as a way, and slay not the soul God is forbidden except by right. Whosoever is slain unjustly, we have appointed to his next of kin authority, but let him not exceed in slaying, he shall be helped. So we see that definitely in the now married women sometimes kill their legitimate children, but in general abortion is about a result of extramarital sex, so it makes sense that that would be connected to it. Same thing with infanticide, by the way, which is clearly killing your children. And do not approach the property of the orphan, save in the fairest manner, until he is of age, and fulfill the covenant. Surely the covenant shall be questioned of, and fill up the measure when you measure, and weigh with the straight balance. That is better and fairer in the issue, and pursue not that thou hast no knowledge of, the hearing and the sight and the heart, all of those shall be questioned of, and walk not in the earth exultantly. Surely thou wilt never tear the earth open, nor attain the mountains in height. All of that, the wickedness of it is hateful in the sight of thy Lord. That is of the wisdom thy Lord is revealed to thee. Set not up with God another God, or that thou wilt be cast into Gehenna, reproached, rejected. Don't set up partners with God is probably how it's translated, because there are passages that make that point. Because saying that God has a co-worker and that sort of thing, no. What has your Lord favored you with sons, and taken to himself from the angels females? Surely it is a monstrous thing you are saying. Because even the Malaika, does it ever say they're male or female? No. People assume. We have turned about in this Koran, that they may remember, and it increases them only in aversion. Say, if there had been other gods with him, as they say, in that case, assuredly, they would have sought a way unto the Lord of the throne. Glory be to him. High indeed be he exalted above that, they say, the seven heavens and the earth, and whosoever is in them extol him. Nothing is that does not proclaim his praise, but you do not understand their extolling. Surely he is all clement, all forgiving. When thou recitest Al-Quran, we place between thee and those who do not believe in the world to come a curtain obstructing, and we lay veils upon their hearts, lest they understand it, and in their ears heaviness. And when thou mentionest thy Lord only in the Quran, they turn away their faces in aversion. We know very well how they listen when they listen to thee, and when they conspire, when the evildoers say, you are only following a man bewitched. And why would, if you believe in God, in any way, shape, or form, why are you upset when only God is mentioned? We know very well how they listen when they listen to thee, when they conspire, when the evildoers say, you are only following a man bewitched. Behold how they strike similitudes for thee, and go astray, and cannot find a way. They say, what when we are bones and broken bits? Shall we really be raised up again in a new creation? Say, let you be stones or iron, or some creation yet more monstrous in your minds. Then they will say, who will bring us back? Say, he who originated you the first time. Then they will shake their heads at thee, and they will say, when will it be? Say, it is possible that it may be nigh on the day when he will call you, and you will answer praising him, and you will think you have but tarried a little, and say to my servants that they say words that are kindlier, for surely Satan provokes strife between them, and Satan is ever a manifest foe to man. Your Lord knows you very well. If he will have mercy on you, or if he will chastise you. We sent thee not to be a guardian over them, and thy Lord knows very well all who are in the heavens and in the earth. and we have preferred some prophets over others, and we gave to David psalms. Say, call on those you asserted apart from him, and they have no power to remove affliction from you, or to transfer it. And those they call upon are themselves seeking the means to come to their Lord. Which of them shall be nearer? And they hope for his mercy, and fear his chastisement. Surely thy Lord's chastisement is a thing to beware of. No city is there, but we shall destroy it before the day of resurrection, or we shall chastise it with the terrible chastisement that is in the book inscribed. Not prevented us from sending the signs, but that the ancients cried lies to them, and we brought the mood, the she-camel visible, but they did her wrong, and we do not send the signs except to frighten. And when we said to thee, surely thy Lord encompasses men, and we made the vision that we showed thee, and the tree cursed in the Koran to be only a trial for men, and we frightened them, but it only increases them in great insolence. That kind of these things are meant to provoke people. And when we said to the angels, the unfallen angels, bow yourselves to Adam, so they bowed themselves, save Iblis, the jinn, the fallen angel. He said, fallen after that point, but of a different material. He said, shall I bow myself unto one thou hast created of clay? He said, what thinkest thou? This whom thou hast honored above me, if thou deferrest me to the day of resurrection, I shall assuredly master his seed, save a few. Said he, depart, those of them that follow thee, surely Gehenna shall be your recompense, hell, an ample recompense, and startle whomsoever of them thou canst with thy voice, and rally against them thy horsemen and thy foot, and share with them in their wealth and their children, and promise them, but Satan promises them not, except delusion. Surely over my servants thou shalt have no authority. Thy Lord suffices as a guardian. Your Lord it is who drives for you the ships on the sea, that you may seek his bounty. Surely he is all compassionate towards you, and when affliction visits you upon the sea, then there go astray those on whom you call, except him, and when he delivers you to land, you turn away. Man is ever unthankful. And verse 64 here, about the, is it 64? Yeah, I think it's 64. About the voice of Satan. Some people say it's the musical instruments. Well, it may come with the musical instruments, and it may be the musical instruments as a thing, but it's not, the musical instruments. There's the influence that may come with the music that people listen to. But the jinn, or fire beings, the incarnate in physical bodies, are the clay beings, and the light beings are another type of creation. Do you feel secure that he will not cause the shore to swallow you up, or loose against you a squall of pebbles? Then you will find no guardian for you. Or do you feel secure that he will not send you back into it a second time, and loose against you a hurricane of wind, and drown you for your thanklessness? Then you will find no prosecutor for you against us. We have honored the children of Adam, and carried them on land and sea, and provided them with good things, and preferred them greatly over many of those we created, on the day when we shall call all men with their record, and whoso has given his book in his right hand, those shall read their book, and they shall not be wronged a single date thread, and whosoever is blind in this world shall be blind in the world to come, and he shall be even further astray from the way, spiritually blind. Indeed, they were near to seducing thee from that we revealed to thee, that thou mightest forge against us another, and then they would surely have taken thee as a friend, and had we not confirmed thee, surely thou wert near to inclining unto them a very little, then would we have let thee taste the doubt of life, and the double of death, and then thou wouldst have found none to help thee against us. Indeed, they were near to startling thee from the land to expel thee from it, and then they would have tarried after thee only a little. The want of those we have sent before thee of our messengers, thou wilt find no charge to our want. Perform the prayer, the ritual prayer, at the sinking of the sun, and to the darkening of the night, early after, evening prayers, dusk prayers, to the darkening of the night, and the recital of the dawn. Surely the recital of dawn is witnessed, and obviously the dawn prayer, before the sunrise, is said out loud. And as for the night, keep vigil a part of it, as a working of supererogation for thee. It may be that thy Lord will raise thee up to a laudable station, and say, My Lord, lead me with a just ingoing, and lead me with the just outgoing. Grant me authority from thee to help me, and say the truth has come, and falsehood has vanished away. Surely falsehood is ever certain to vanish. Some people would say these two verses, and 80 and 81, and 49 of 34, when traveling, or when, a new place, dedicating it, okay, whatever was done here before, this is a place to worship God, or they got a new house, something. Wakurabi and kilni mudkala sedkin wakrijni mukraja sedkin wajali miladunka sultana nasir. Wakul jal hakul wazahu kalbatalu nalbatela kana zahupa. So those are the first two there. And we sent down of the Quran that which is a healing and a mercy to the believers, and the unbelievers it increases not, except in loss. And when we bless man, he turns away and withdraws aside, but when evil visits him, he is in despair. Say, every man works according to his own manner, but your Lord knows very well what man is best guided as to the way, and they will question thee concerning the spirit. Say, the spirit is the bidding of my Lord. You have been given of knowledge nothing except a little. Nafs, Ruh, Anasima, Hay, whatever name that's used for the spiritual side of humanity. The difference, there's far more out there than what we know. If we willed, we could take away that we have revealed to thee, then thou wouldst find none there over to guard thee against us, excepting by some mercy of thy Lord. Surely his favor to thee is great. So ruh is the word used for soul here, for spirit here. And of course, as one progresses, it's a more obscure sort of thing in terms of human knowledge. Say, if men and jinn bounded together to produce the like of this Quran, they would never produce its like, not though they backed one another. We have indeed turned about for men in this Quran every manner of similitude, yet most men refuse all but unbelief. They say, we will not believe thee till thou makest a spring to gush forth from the earth for us, or till thou possessest a garden of palms and vines, and thou makest rivers to gush forth abundantly all amongst it, or till thou makest heaven to fall as thou assertest, on us in fragments, or thou bringest God and the angels as a surety, or till thou possessest a house of gold ornament, or till thou goest up into heaven, and we will not believe thy going up till thou bringest down on us a book that we may read. Say, glory be to my Lord. Am I aught but a mortal messenger, and not prevented men from believing when the guidance came to them, but that they said, has God sent forth a mortal as a messenger? Say, had there been in the earth angels walking at peace, we would have sent down upon them out of heaven an angel as a messenger. You know, the light beings. Say, God suffices as a witness between me and you. Surely he is aware of and sees his servants. Whomsoever God guides, he is rightly guided, and whom he leads astray, thou wilt not find for them protectors apart from him. And we shall muster them on the resurrection day upon their faces, blind, dumb, deaf. Their refuge shall be Gehenna, hell. And whensoever it abates, we shall increase for them the blaze. And that is their recompense, because they disbelieved in our signs. And when it is said, what? When we are bones and broken bits, shall we really be raised up again in a new creation? Have they not seen that God, who creates the heavens and the earth, is powerful to create the like of them? He has appointed for them a term, no doubt of it. Yet the unbelievers refuse all but unbelief. Say, if you possess the treasuries of my Lord's mercy, yet would you hold back for fear of expending, and man is ever niggardly? And we gave Moses 9 signs, clear signs, asked the children of Israel when he came to them. And Pharaoh said to him, Moses, I think thou art bewitched. He said, indeed thou knowest that none sent these down except the Lord of the heavens and the earth, as clear proofs. And Pharaoh, I think thou art accursed. He started to startle them from the land, and we drowned him and those with him altogether. And we said to the children of Israel after him, dwell in the land, and when the promise of the world to come comes to pass, we shall bring you a rabble. With the truth we have sent it down, and with the truth it has come down, and we have sent thee not except good tidings to bear, and a warning and a Koran. We have divided for thee to recite it to mankind at intervals, and we have sent it down successfully. Say, believe in it or believe not. Those who were given the knowledge before it, when it is recited to them, fall down upon their faces, prostrating, and say, glory be to our Lord. Our Lord's promise is performed. And they fall upon their faces, weeping, and it increases them in humility. Say, call upon God, or call upon the merciful. Whichsoever you call upon, to him belongs the names most beautiful. And be not thou loud in the prayer, nor hushed therein, but seek for a way between this, and say, praise belongs to God, who has not taken to him a son, and who has not any associate in this kingdom, nor any protector out of humbleness, and magnify him with repeated magnificats. Magnificat. Okay, I just want to make sure it sounded right. And so, the middle volume with the prayer, but this important thing, you don't be loud and abusive to other people or yourself, and you don't make it so quiet that it can't be heard. But how, if Subhana Rabbina Inkana Wadu Rabbina Lamaf'ula You know, so if we can say, okay. So humility, this last word, I didn't stop soon enough, but that's fine. It's recommended, the prostrate. So why, if we can, these people will tell you that you can't bow and prostrate in the prayer. That's not true. Because here we have clear example of how that is definitely done.